right now. I am Valak, P-A-V, and we've got a very interesting tournament going on. Nicely sized. Getting the matches going right now. Um, for starts of the stream, we're gonna have Bug versus the Bearney, which should be Danny Phantom and Hugh Neutron, the new character, brand new. Now, right now, if I was to talk about Hugh, I would say that Hugh is in a very weird place. Not bad. That's all. Not bad. Just I think just doesn't have as much strengths as he could. He's very, very big, not heavy enough to warrant the size, and some of his moves are good, but not the best things in the world. It just, my opinion of Hugh is just that he lacks the thing. The thing. Where I think he does have some good things. Like, I think Nair is a really, really strong move. As well as some of his strongs. His aerial up strong is really good. Like, really, really strong.
Select your brawler.
His command input, the Chun-Li Super, is actually really good. I think it's a really powerful move because of how fast it comes out, what its power, how easy it can kill with. At the same time, we have Danny Phantom, who is one of the best characters. One of the best in this patch right now. Super, super annoying to fight against. And we're going to get this started very shortly. They've locked it in. We're getting into the match. On the Sweet Dreams. I think stage pick for Danny Phantom just goes down to not mattering. I think the best characters in the games are ones that don't care about the stage ever. Wow, just immediately going for an up air, up strong. One of a really powerful move. That up strong is devastating to get hit by Danny Phantom right now. Oh, gets a grab. The pogo stick getting down. Heavy dash into the Fenton Thermos. Okay. In your face. That jab is very fast and can get a lot of good situation escapage by just using a jab in a bad situation. Just beat out heavy dash. Get fucked. Honestly. Oh, heavy dash. Oh, good job from the Bearney. Getting away from that sheesh. But gets hit by another one by teetered and then unable to make it back. Oh, duck. That's it. That's another stock. It's back to even now. Oh, okay. Just stand still, I guess. Whatever. Bean will take advantage of that. Jess. Okay. That strong is very dangerous. You want to get out of dodge very fast. You want to get down. I think that's actually another one of his advantages. Has a lot of tools to get away and get down. But you just have to be not predictable about it. His jump can get him actually out of a lot of bad situations with very slow attacks that are trying to shark him with it because of its long length. But gets RPS in, gets hit with a Fenton Thermos, and stock's gone again. And now Bug with a bit of an advantage coming into this, trying to get some more percent built up again. Is getting it, gets the up strong, and that's a stock gone. Now looking pretty bad for Bean. The Bearney. Oh. Okay. There's a lot of scrappy fights going on around. Going for the command input, misses the input. If you do not know, that is double quarter circle taunt. You must do double quarter circle taunt to get the command input. Sometimes that's pretty difficult to do. You know what I mean? Command inputs are very foreign to platform fighter players. And it can be very tough, difficult to pull off if you're not used to the fighting games. Okay, wow. That's a good tool to get away from the ledge, letting him come back safely. But was caught using too many ducks. The extra lag built up, and that's game one going to Bug. Yes, it's not 360 taunt. It is double quarter circle. forward. You have to do forwards, double quarter circle. Although it doesn't hate you if you go for 360 motions. That does succeed at getting the input anyways, but the input is just double quarter circle. Yeah, it's just the same input as Chun-Li's super. Taking a look at bracket, damn, alright, some sets are already done. What the hell? What the hell? Jesus! How are you guys already finishing up? You people just 9-minute sets. That's the Nick way. Oh, I see a Run Simby player in there. Hope they continue doing well in bracket. Alright, getting into game number 2 on Jellyfish Fields. I think you definitely can benefit from a smaller stage. Definitely don't want something too small, something like sewers, but this is a good size to be able to still get kill confirms off, and wow, that's so scary. Almost died to that Upstrong, and now the Docks, those Docks really helping out the Bierny right now just get back on stage. Stop any edge guard attempts. Ooh, just a random Kaioken. Just having trouble out of shield. The pressure from Bug is just getting to the Bierny right now. Has been unable to find an answer. That's what I would like to see some more of, is Sharking with this aerial Upstrong. Finds it. There we go. That is a powerful move. One of the most powerful Strongs I've seen in a while. It's definitely helping out the Bierny right now, as it finally evens out the stocks. Now, ooh. Nice neutral, gets the grab. Light dash, nothing off of it though, so... Okay, oh no, couldn't make it back! Yeah, if you do not know, it's really dangerous to recover like that from you, because the up B actually takes a long time to get out, and you might just die from below if you take too long. Oh, nice interruption from the Bierny. Get out of there. Nice ukulele evens it out now. Okay, Kaioken, get him away. There's still a bit of comeback that the Bierny needs to make now to even this back up, but Bug is just doing a good job of holding the lead, getting the stocks taken. Good turnaround snare to get him off stage. The taking out the stock, and this could be winner side stock for the Bierny. Needs to be careful. Needs to make a play happen. This looks so difficult. Needs to get some more sharking done. Nice duck into the ukulele, taking on a stock and even to back up. Needs to find something here first before the set is ended. And that will find it. Bug takes it over the Bierny 2-0, moving on in bracket.
Oh yeah, that was easy.
Well played to Bug. With that Danny Phantom, looked very strong. Hitting him with those Danny Phantom Strongs are just so good at just deleting people. They send so far, the hitboxes are insane, and they're not laggy enough. That is. You might know, I, for one, have a distaste towards Danny Phantom. And do we have any clue who we got up next? It's Protom versus Super Capsule R. Protom on the Helga, and of course Super Capsule on Powdered Toast Man. Helga's not a character we see too often. I know Protom very well. A former Switch player, has made the swap to the PC version. and he seems to want to make a stand here. And Super Capsule, former Ren and Stimpy main, we'll miss you. But on the Powder Toast Man now, a very, very, very powerful character. That snare, the aerial down strong, are devastating moves that do a lot. Kill very early, not pretty deceptively fast. Looks very slow, but it actually isn't something you want to try and anti against. And like now, okay. Crouton's going in. RPS, gonna go for the lick instead of snare. Snare, I think, would have actually just straight up killed. Very surprised by the use of a lick there. If you're coming back from a long time playing the game, lick was nerfed to the ground now. It's now one of the weakest aerial up strongs in the game. But at the same time, that snare is still as powerful as it used to be, able to take stock so cleanly and so quickly. Oh, what a down tilt by Proton! That's such a good move from Helga. It's just so fast, sends at a downward angle, and it's super good against those bad recoveries like Powder Toast Mans, who make themselves very, very open to the edge guard capability. And now that counter, not able to hit, but still blocks the attack from connecting, doing the knockback to Proton, and now. Oh, runs to the Croutons, but just misses the strong. Super Capsule needs to take this out soon. She's struggling a bit now, and that's just throw them off, and that will kill just about anyone in that percent. Oh, just a jab, push him, shove him in the locker. Where you, like the bully you are. Let's go. Proton takes another stock, and now the salutes from Super Capsule, trying to make something happen here, and we're trying to get into this. And oh, that snare! That snare, you have to look out for. That can turn the tide of a game very fast. Gets a drop shine, but good DI from Proton to get out of there. But that's it. That will do it. That snare, again, really powerful. Cannot understate that. If you're trying to do well in this matchup, you need to make sure you're playing around that move. Oh, RPS, but does a long way around. Instead of just like dropping through the platform, just walks all the way around. One of the things I would like to see from Super Capsule is more combo game with light attacks and stuff. Could actually end up helping her out a lot. Although I will say those combos can be pretty difficult. I can't even figure them out, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, just walking back and forth. Now Super Capsule looks to make an advantage play, but no. Proton gets out of there. Now a drop shine, snare, finds their mark. And this is finally in Super Capsule's control for the first time, and right now Proton playing from behind gets the lunch tray. Now will delete the stock back and is back to even. This is a close one, everyone. Very close game one right now. Oh, what a slingshot! Slingshot being one of the most interesting projectiles I've had. Oh my God! If that downer hit, that would have been a clip. Almost connected with it, was just a bit misspaced and mistimed. The snare, that locket is powerful. You need to be aware of it. And that lunch tray, # lunch tray will take the stock. Proton with the game 1 victory, and fire, bro. What's going on? What's going on, bro? Sup, fire, bro? Alright. Gonna get into game 2 very shortly. Hold on. It looks like that resolved itself. We're gonna get into game 2 now. Counter pick advantage. Going to
Get ready.
Super Capsule. Going to choose Jellyfish Field. I'm gonna guess something like Sewer Slam was the ban. You definitely want those tiny ass stages gone, and I think the less advantageous one you want to get rid of is Sewer Slam. You die instantly on that stage. Sewers is legal, right? Cherry? Cherry? Can you confirm this some way? Alright, based. Good. I'm glad I'm not commentating a tournament that decided to legal ban it or something. Alright, well. Snare connecting, and now Super Capsule with a bit of advantage here in the start of this game. She tried to make a play with that snare. That down S dare. Very good at 2-framing. That hitbox is kind of ridiculous. Okay. Oh, good escape. I think it was just mistimed actually from Super Capsule side, and now that connects and is going to take out the stock. Protom trying to make even it out now. Gonna be able to, but at the same time, Powder Toastman is a very, very strong character that can easily take out stocks before you even blink. Like that! You're dead. Goodbye. Have a nice one. Ooh, boxing glove. Heavy dash into the lunch tray. Actually connecting there. Snare with the locket. And that will even out the stocks now. Proton with a very good play. Making it even now. And Super Capsule putting Proton off stage. He's gonna make it back. RPS again. Just Proton keeps getting caught in these bad disadvantaged RBS situations, and Super Capsule capitalizing it very well. And now, once again, still this entire set, this entire game has been fully Super Capsule's favor in terms of stock and percent advantage. Oh, gets it up strong, not gonna big it out. Finally gets an RPS in his favor. Now, all it needs is one stock, and this set's over. Oh, what a down tilt! Oh no, gonna get teetered, and yeah, gets punched straight in the face. And we're going to game 3. Game number 3 coming in. Another game 3. There's a lot of game 3s right now in the bracket, as I can see. Gonna see what stage ends up getting picked here. Rooftop was the ban. I think that was about the right play. You don't like those platforms, that platform, as well as you don't really like Roof giving Helga that stage. I think it's one of Proton's favorites.
Play nice. I'm here to save the day.
That's me, all right.
On Harmonic now for the game 3. I'm not too sure about this pick. I'm not too sure about the counter picks for Helga. I think Urk and Armada would have been at the actual pick. I don't know. We would need Blackmore here to confirm that, but from what I see from how Blackmore counter picks, I would usually see him go to Urk and Armada if it was available, which it was. Oh man, this is so... That was a dangerous game on that ledge. You want stage control against Powder Toast Man. You do not want to be the one having to play around those huge hitboxes without much room. You want the most room you can possibly have. What? Oh my god, Protom's just dancing around the shield. So many hitboxes being thrown out. What a counter attempt. That was almost bad. Gets hit by, grabbed into a drop shine snare. Now, once again, the advantage in control of Super Capsule. Oh, just heavy dash right into a counter. Or just a slingshot right to the face. RPS gonna get punished. And there it is, even down the stocks again. Ooh, gets hit by croutons. That's so much damage that gets caught. You get caught in. And a snare at 60 on the middle stage takes a stock. I hate this move. Goofy move. Oh, you were almost dead there. Fully charging recovery. Gonna help Proton get back, and now Proton playing a bit of runaway, trying to not get hit by it, but still Super Capsule snares on point, connecting again. And this could be winner side stock for Proton. Ooh, the S there, slamming Super Capsule back down. Oh no! Breaks through. It's bad for Proton. Jab off stage. Tried to get a dare, but not able to find it. And, oh, that snare almost connecting. That might have actually just killed from all the way across. Oh, this is so much to come back from. It's looking difficult, and now it's impossible. Super Capsule takes it over Proton 2-1 and is going to move on in bracket. Alright, you heard that. We are going to have a break. We'll see you all shortly. Well, I'm gonna guess this. We're back on. Hello, welcome back to NASB Jr. number 3. Next on stream, we will have Revelo versus Claus, which is gonna be a set with SpongeBob Cat Dog. SpongeBob, a character that's just always super consistent. Super consistent character. I think that's the biggest sell to SpongeBob will always be just the consistency they have. At the same time, Cat Dog. Oh, hold on. Huh. I have to look at this. Oh, shit. We didn't see this. Player just rage quit.
Play nice.
Hi, I'm SpongeBob.
1 + 1 equals us.
Go!
Ouch.
Sweet me.
Hi-ya.
Hey. Yo. Whee. Garbage. Spam technique.
Okay, I dealt with it. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. Bit of an issue on the Switch side of things, and now starting it off, Cat Dog and SpongeBob. Cat Dog, I was gonna mention, is a character with some interesting changes this patch. That aerial down shrug now bounces off, which can actually lead to some combos, and actually a really good change that's very useful in a lot of situations. And at the same time, SpongeBob is still just the same character they've always been. And one of the things is that SpongeBob really hard punches bad disadvantage state characters like Cat Dog, which makes this matchup, I would think, is very difficult. As you can see right now, Revelo up 4 stocks to 2, but finally a snare connecting to take the stock. Finally putting Claus on the board. Yeah, no, Cat Dog characters just very high disadvantage state and a very, 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 very bad disadvantage. Biggest part about it being the hitbox on Cat Dog, it just extends when you get hit. So it makes it very easy to continue combos against the Cat Dog. It can be a very difficult thing to play around. See right now. Oh no!
The result is SpongeBob.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Feel like that might have been a misinput to go off stage with it. Chat not too happy with that outcome, but
Ready?
still got another game. Claus has another game to make this back. Just needs to clean up the disadvantage state and get an advantage more often, winning neutral. But that's an easier said than done thing against a player like Revelo and especially SpongeBob. SpongeBob really good at controlling neutral with the bubble and his very fast, long-reaching moves that all combo. Oh, I hate this character.
Outstanding performance.
Alright, well, imagine this taking out the stock, and now Revelo looking very good here, very comfortable in his lead right now. Right, but I think that's the biggest issue in my eyes with right now is that Cat Dog is a character that just wants to make your opponent as uncomfortable with every decision as possible. Right now, it doesn't seem like Claus is making Revelo uncomfortable at all. Oh, reflected bubble right back in the face of Revelo. Oh no! It's hit by the Upstrong, but still alive, just barely living. Another Upstrong, but this time on the ground, so it won't kill either. There's a snare from Bubble Reflect in and in hitting it. Will take out the stock finally, but hits her immediately back by Revelo. Claus struggling a bit here. Needs to find something here, maybe a double dare situation to take out the stock. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of hits going on right now. That ball is getting destroyed by the platform. Finally switches the cat to go for hairballs, but... Oh, straight in the face with the karate chop. And this could be Claus's winner side stock right now. Revelo just, again, looking so comfortable here. The bite of 87! Not it yet. Dunks Claus back down. Ooh, the Upstrong. Oh, RPS, or excuse me, Teeter, gonna get hit in the face with it. And now another stock, but still so much work that Claus needs to come back with. Breaks up the Upstrong with a dare. That snare doing a lot of wonders for Claus right now. I'd like to see a bit more of this snare, to be honest. Oh, gets a down strong! Evens out the stocks! This is Claus's chance here. Needs to make a count, but gets hit by a dash attack into Upstrong, and that's the set. Revelo moving into top 8, taking it over Claus 2-0. Well played to Revelo to make it into top 8 with an emphatic 3-0. Okay, we'll get into another match shortly. I think we will be moving into top 8 for winner's side bracket very shortly. Which shall be Hyper Crasher versus Super Capsule R. Now, we saw Super Capsule R earlier, and she was very impressive with that Powder Toast Man. Just being able to just completely shut out a lot of approach tools and just able to kill super early. It's just always a good feature of Powder Toast Man. We'll see what Hyper Crasher is able to do on the the Garfield. Right. Sorry about that. It's a bit confused. Alright. Alright. Our top 8 winner side has been decided. It's Pasta, Revelo, and Hyper Crasher, Super Capsule. Now, Hyper Crasher actually making an upset over Spooked with a 2-0 to get into top 8 winner side. Looking to make a run for it. Loading. All good men in Leatherface right now in the lobby. Death battle. Saul Goodman and Leatherface. Who wins the battle? Let's see. We're gonna get into this top 8 match. This is now a best of 5 territory.
Play
We'll have to
nice.
see how they do here.
I
A couple more games they need to take to win the set. Garfield as a character is I think very strong. That down air is one of the best moves a character has access to. Some say someone say it's a move that can win matchups on its own. You see right now, Hyper Crasher playing a more patient style with Pi and trying to make the opening happen from spamming those a bit. His jabs, setting Super Capsule up pretty high and just following in with an aerial down strong. It's a very interesting move to do, and it's a grab, and there it is. That's a stock drop shine snare. Just one of the best confirms in the game. Oh, and an RPS into an Edie Lazaga takes the cake right there. Oh, playing catch. Playing some catch right now. Came in the favor of Super Capsule there. Oh my god, getting juggled so hard right now into a yawn. What a juggle! And now, okay, again, this juggle, getting so much. Jab, 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 jab. RPS. Oh my god. This Garfield kind of nasty. I'm not even gonna lie. This Garfield a little nasty. Alright, now Super Capsule needs to make something happen here. You know it is possible. That kill power, as we're seeing right now, is able to just take away games alone. Does not need to be caught in another bad juggle situation that she's been caught in so many times by Hyper Crasher now. Oh my god, wow! These pies! Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Hello there, Tangible. Thanks for joining us. Now, okay. Ooh. So much percent built up on Super Capsule right now, and feels a little unanswered now.
This is the snare.
Oh no! Midternal! The Midternal! Not the big ABC, no! And RPS into a yawn, taking the game.
winner is
Tangible. This Garfield kind of nasty.
Yeah.
And I shall say it officially now. Please welcome to the commentary desk, whatever. Fellow Switch player, Tangible.
I. What game is this now?
This is game 2. Hyper Crasher taking game 1 on Super Capsule R. Now going to Harmonic Convergence as the counter pick. Playing catch again with the cream pie. Yeah, the shine used to reflect projectiles. Let's go! Let's go! That's the first time I've seen that, honestly. Oh, a magic stick just still on the stage. There's so much percent built up on Super Capsule right now. Oh no! Oh, just for clean.
5% already.
What timing? Knew the shine was coming out soon, just like in Super Hypercraft did before. And
outstanding performance.
oh, the Tims connecting. taking the first stock again. This Garfield looking crazy, may I say.
Ooh, missed the recovery.
Yeah, just a bit too far away. I mean, I think Hyper Crasher was caught without a jump. Oh my god.
What character likes this stage better? PTM or Garfield?
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's Garfield. I think for any character with good projectiles, like the Pie is, prefers a flat stage that makes it harder to run away from, especially for a big character like Powder Toast Man. I'm surprised that small stage wasn't selected, something like Sewer Slam or
Of course,
Bloodfish
of
Fields.
course.
I mean, I'm being legit. You can make the joke about me and Sewer Slam.
No. Just
Small
saying,
stage does help Powder Toast Man so much.
Oh yeah, that snare though.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy.
Hold on, buddy.
Tried to RPS it right there with the stomp, but barely not able to do it. Oh no! I'm spiking Pie!
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
Oh my
up air
god!
Up air juggling.
Oh my,
Oh my god!
This is so nasty! Oh no! It's a drop, but goes for, but misses the shine and instead it charges Crouton. Definitely not intentional. Oh, RPS!
RPS?
Gets it
that's a
still!
first
Gets it still!
word. You moving right now.
Yeah, they're both definitely playing very careful right now. Does not want to make a mistake. But right now,
Up airs.
Hyper Crasher's combo game is insane. It's getting so much damage with these juggles. Oh, the Cream Pie getting a lot off stage now with 86%, 3 stocks to 1. It's a rough position to be in if you're Super Capsule. Finally with a snare. Yeah. How do you feel about Powder Toast Man this patch? Have you played it at all, Tangible?
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about Powder Toast Man this patch. I mean, he feels relatively the same, except Shine is better. He feels almost the same.
He's still definitely a strong
To be
character,
fair,
but
I
that,
haven't played him that much.
definitely still a strong character, but that doesn't matter to Hyper Crasher, who takes game 2 with a vengeance. We'll see where the counterpick is this time. I'm hoping for Jellyfish Fields. Or maybe Sewer Slam. I think maybe Sewer Slam is being banned here. Definitely don't think Garfield wants to be there against Powder Toast Man. If you're not banning Sewer Slam, you're making a mistake in this matchup.
Get ready.
Alright, there we go. Jellyfish Field has been picked. And we're going here now. We'll see how it works out. Definitely could get or see some earlier kills that would help out Super Capsule. Some more here. Oh my god. Oh, snare connecting. It's hit by the Cream Pie though. That's some percentage and a free get up for Hyper Crasher. Oh my god, the grab. Getting nothing off of it. Magic Stick! Just hold the ledge and... yeah, that recovery's not gonna help you. Oh, the Magic Stick! Oh my god. The pressure off stage. I think the one thing I'll say is Hyper Crasher's off edge guard ability is not as clean as I would like to see. Just going for an obvious play that Super Capsule's easily playing around. Oh no! You can't play around that very well. The Pie and the Spiking Pie taking another stock away, a full stock advantage for Hyper Crasher. These dares, they're so good. It's such a fast and safe move that you can just end up spamming a lot of times and be able to make a play happen, get space, get a combo going. Such an easy pressure tool and wow,
It's
good
a snare
snare.
off and get the kill for it.
Indeed. You played much Garfield recently, Tangible?
I don't really play Garfield now.
How about against?
Yeah, I've played against a few Garfields. He's annoying as always.
Oh, lick. How do you feel about some of these How do you feel about dealing with Garfield and how the matchup ends up playing out a lot of times?
I just kind of, anytime I fight against the Garfield, I just go Shredder because that's like a -1 matchup for Garfield maybe, so I can just easily use neutral B to protect the projectiles and shit. So I don't have that much trouble with him. Still annoying though.
And that's just an easy match to take. But it is an even stock. Super Capsule was able to get a stock early. Now able to try and make a play going here. But unless Hyper Crasher has something to say about this, we could actually be going to a game 4. Oh my god.
Yeah, the juggles. Oh, the juggle. Oh
Hey,
my
I'm
god.
strong, but heavy boy. That powder
8%
token
just off of that.
She's gonna stay alive for a bit longer. Gets enough strong. Has her above and now. Oh my god. Okay. Dangerous game off stage now. Crasher just letting him back. RPS!
It's
That's game.
RPS.
That's game.
Oh,
That's
oh
You're
damn, that
dead.
killed. That forgot it's BKM snare.
okay. Super Capsule on the board finally. We'll see where Super Capsule takes. Or we'll actually see what Hyper Crasher stage-wise would like to do here. I think definitely someone big like Rooftop or Urkin Armada would be in the decision making here. Seems like what am I trying to say? Hyper Crasher is definitely a patient player, very patient. Likes to take their time. Doesn't like to make any openings. That's good quality with a Garfield player. A very patient character.
I'm not known for my compassion.
Not known for his
On Urkin
compassion.
now.
Ow! Take that.
Hyper. I like the voice lines in this game. Hyper corrosive croutons. Oh, this juggle. Now we don't know. Armada was changed a little while back. The ceiling on it is actually way smaller now, so you are able to kill pretty consistently better than before off the top. Oh my god, the shield. Super Capsule just staying in shield so long. Doesn't want to make a mistake and get hit by one of these safe options. You're playing catch.
Deep fried.
Strings in there.
Alright. Oh, off stage. This is bad.
him off stage,
He's hit
yeah,
by the
that's a
creep
kill.
pie.
Ow!
Oh, snare right to the face. Evening it out very quickly for Super Capsule. Oh. Okay. The juggle didn't last too long. Able to get out of there. Super Capsule seeming to figure out the DI out.
Ooh, oh my. Oh my. Stomp off.
RPS.
That's gonna kill.
Now Super Capsule kind of making a stand here. my god, the magic stick gonna immediately shut that down.
Hundies. Ow! Take that.
And right now, Super Capsule doing a very good job playing the strong game. Hello. Okay.
Wait, what was that?
There's just a lot of noise coming from your mic.
Yeah, that. Be good now, I think. He's back to the game.
What an up on RPS. Found it.
Isn't gonna punish off though.
Yeah, he does get something off. Not enough. Knew not that nothing would actually kill, so just going for something that would do damage for, and maybe just set up into a kill. So probably the right call.
Oh yeah, that's
Hits
gonna
it.
kill. Magic stick.
Potential last stop of the set. Let's see if Hyper Crasher can close it out here, but Super Capsule was always just right on the tail. Was able to clutch out one game. Is she able to do it again? Is the question. There's so much percent being built up on Super Capsule. Okay. The pie game helping out a lot. You see the patience from Hyper Crasher. Does not want to be the one to mess up. Recovers back and now trying to get a juggle off RPS.
Yes, and that's a skill.
Yep. Yep, indeed. And immediately answered back. And that's the set. Hyper Crasher with another upset conceding to make it to winners finals. Well played. Now we're going to probably get to the other side. We have Revelo and Pasta.
Who do they play?
SpongeBob or Zim and Garfield on Pasta side. And I'm going to be right back. Distract stream.
So let's upstream. I'm gonna be giving some entertaining commentary right here. Going to our next set, Revelo and Pasta.
Lobbies.
Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with now. We got Pasta Revelo, which will be SpongeBob Garfield.
Okay.
Now, people know how I feel about SpongeBob. I hate him a lot.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But how do you feel about SpongeBob Tangible?
Lobbies.
I don't know. I play Shredder. I don't mind him. Not that bad to play against. He's really fun to play though. I think the legit only character I hate playing against in this game is any Shredder and Zim.
You hate fighting another Shredder?
Yeah, I fucking hate Shredder. So annoying. It might be worse, but I don't know.
You don't hate Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
You didn't hate pre-patch April?
There was barely any Aprils on Switch, so I don't know.
I played you in tournament.
Play nice.
This could be the best
I
day
couldn't be
ever.
more
That's
sleep.
April.
Deep fried.
Hey!
Well, we're getting started with this side.
Gonna
Okay. So already a lot of damage built up on Revelo here.
Moving already.
68. No. Oh wow, what a read. What a read from Pasta. You can already see that one of the big differences between Pasta and Hyper Crasher, both very talented, but while Hyper Crasher was playing a way more slow pass playstyle, you saw
Pasta's
Pasta
way more aggressive.
way faster on the inputs. You see the speed and how he moves, how he talks, how he plays. Fast.
Breathing fast.
Nice little up strong from Revelo here. See now, Pasta playing a very aerial game because you see right here, Revelo is just playing very grounded, trying to get a dash attack or trying to get a quick bubble in. Pasta trying to not let anything happen. Oh, that Pookie got deleted? My up B? Dumb. That was dumb. By. Gotta be able to chase it down. That was a good chase down for Pasta. Now Melee. Yeah, Melee answered back, but that's a full stock advantage for Pasta. And you see right now, Rebel are trying to make a play against this slightly aerial position Pasta was putting himself in by putting the bubble just slightly above, doing a short hop bubble to kind of stuff out any jump in approach. Oh my, Pasta looking so good here.
Again. Oh my god, man, just moving.
Now, if Pasta were to win this set, we'd have a Garfield Ditto for winners finals.
That'd be entertaining to say the least.
Is that what you think?
Really?
Oh, these Nairs getting so much percent for Pasta right now. 65% now on Revelo. Seemingly unanswered. Again, all the way to 80 now. That's Garfield's biggest advantage in this game, is how much damage Garfield is able to dish out in a quick succession. Oh, gets the bounce. That nearly did. Okay, gets the cream pie. Has so much percent built up on Revelo right now. 3 stocked. This is looking a little impossible for this game. Okay, trying to make something happen, but I don't know. I think this is game. Me trying to getting a little something in there. 1 stock gone. Needs 2 more.
I'm trying to bring it back.
Yeah, you're gonna need cheese for that. I don't think you're gonna be able to neutral your way into it. You need to cheese them out right now. I think right now Pasta just needs to stop trying to set up with grab. Oh my god. That's the cheese. That's the cheese Revelo needed. Needs 1 more. Oh, that top B pisses me off. Alright, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
Oh, almost brought that back, surprisingly.
So yeah, a quick cheese helping them out there. Evening out the stocks for themselves. And Pasta up a game. 2 more, moves to winners finals. Looking down at bracket, we got some people top 8 kind of filling up right now. We'll keep everyone updated on bracket, but of course you can always just check out the bracket yourself. How's Switch going?
Play nice.
Huh,
Ladies and gents,
about what I seeded
Garfield.
Go.
How is it going?
Technique.
it. Big Papa X in winners finals against TK96.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets the double there off.
Yeah, nice quick stock. 1 to death.
Lasagna.
at least
No
Pasta got
nasty.
1.
That's me.
Oh
Ooh,
no!
actually hits him.
That's yep.
Oh,
Grab the
yeah,
ledge,
that's awesome.
and another 0 to death right back.
Take that.
Oh my god, Pasta's movement.
Yeah, this very cool movement going around. That's another one. That's another one. That's gonna be the same way. Magic stick. No, grab ledge. Thank God they got Nickelodeon players to finally figure out the ancient tech of just hold ledge now.
Gonna do it again.
Just had another.
Nope. Oh, yeah, it's another stock.
Wow, Pasta making quick work right now, which looked like it almost looked like Reveler was making something happen with a quick 0 to death, but it's been like 5-3 for Pasta now.
Hold still. Ouch.
Oh my! Oh god, that would have been sick. That would have been sick. I think a down tilt would have actually hit there, but going for the full maximum power down strong. That magic stick would have just ended out the game right there. This is quite the momentum shifter for Pasta if he's able to take it here.
Tries to go for the stomp again.
This would also be an upset if Pasta was able to do it because this is the #1 seed Revelo right now. And that's another game going in the favor
Some people have
of
exciting lives.
Pasta. There's no blazing on this one, but it's still just as sick. 2-0 right now in Pasta's favor.
The game and Pasta moves on.
Yeah. Set point for Pasta now. Oh, Zimothy upwards coming out. Recently nerfed, or as I like to call, Zim's kneecaps were busted in this patch.
I am hungry.
I still
The
think
nerf that bad? It wasn't just
it's a-
there and dirt.
it was significant enough to put Zim to consider it a kneecap buster. I don't think Zim is like useless now. Still very usable. It's just definitely the kneecaps were busted.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Zim, so deserves it.
Okay, Danny player.
Zim, you can't hate me for hating Zim.
I can very much hate you for playing Danny.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ow.
It's all fun and games over here, but right now the Zimothy doing a better job at holding on to stocks right now.
Well, not doing too bad now. Ooh, oh, you wrong up there.
Here.
That's sent forwards. Level 1 Gur's gonna just get completely beaten out by Pi. Oh no, that's a stock.
Yeah, that's it.
How come against Zim do people remember to just hold ledge? And they see Ren and Stimpy slowly ascending towards the ledge, and they're like, "It's time to dare them! Chase down dare! Miss! Oh no!" God, Ren and Stimpy's recovery not that bad, clearly.
I think their broken advantage state makes up for how bad their recovery is.
Yeah, I think Ren and Stimpy's a ridiculous character. I've been the one trying to say this character's S tier, possibly.
Remember when I put him in B tier? That was funny.
Mistake.
In RNS and B tier, imagine.
what most people keep putting him in. I don't know why. Right
How
now,
you doing this patch though? I know the recovery wasn't all that for sure.
it's harder to combo heavyweights in this patch. So his disadvantage got better, which is probably the worst decision they could have possibly done.
Fun. Gonna have a lot of fun against RNS now. That's so cool.
Watch out for Leedy.
I mean, literally, this thing is projectiles being thrown out. This is an epic high-level NASB gameplay right here.
It's the projectile wars, eye versus machinery. And right now,
Up strong.
and Pasta looking to make a 3-0 right now. Looking very, very good here. Revelo not able to find much right now. Oh, that's it. That's it. You're dead. That's 3-0. 3-stock.
Game 3.
The winner is
And we have Garfield Dittos for top winners finals. Well played to Pasta. Moving on to top 3. As we got potentially some more sets coming. Oh, let's go. I just want to give a quick shout out to some players in top 8. Protom, Onyx, Super Capsule R, Revelo, Ayasame. Onyx on the Ren and Stimpy. Let's go. Let's go, Onyx.
Brandon us.
RNS. She repping it good. Repping it strong. Yes, you can play as Hugh. So what you're gonna need to do is just press a character, any character, and then tell in the chat that you're going to play Hugh. So just to make your opponent know that you're picking Hugh. Okay? Then everything should be fine. Because right now it's not in the system right now, so it's a bit more difficult to pick. Right now, waiting on Spooked and the Beard. It actually just finished, so Spooked will be the last player in top 8. Congrats to him.
Got Luke in here.
As we're gonna go into winners finals, this Garfield Ditto is here. Alright, getting started on Sweet Dreams. Home
Some
stage for
high-level
both
Garfield Dittos here.
Yeah. Now, we saw Super Hyper Crasher before. That juggling game from Hyper Crasher was intense, getting so much mileage off of it. We're gonna have to see right now because they were very different Garfields when they played against their opponents. Hyper Crasher being a more defensive style, while Pasta being a more aggressive style. I also think overall Pasta's just a faster player in the movement and the tech skill. While I think neutral, seemingly it more favors Hyper Crasher, but we'll have to see how the set goes for that. Truly.
outstanding performance.
Now, starting into this, trying to make a stock happen here. Both at very high percent. Any good strong hit will take it out now. And Cherry gets a jab up strong. Yep. He's sleepy.
And he gets another up strong.
Answering immediately back, but That was so much more percent that was put on Pasta before his stock was taken. Oh, magic stick! Oh my god, what a play!
Oh my god.
That's it, that's it! Whoa! What an edge guard by Hyper Crasher!
Oh my god.
Insane play from Hyper Crasher. Getting all the way up there, exactly where the arc of Pasta's up B was gonna be, hitting the stomp with it, hitting a gritty on him, and taking the stomp. Now, hey, right now in the favor of Hyper Crasher, one stock advantage. Pasta playing a bit behind, trying to make a play happen here. Gets it in with a jab into, tries to get something on the platform, but actually fails to read there. 100% on Pasta in the last stock.
There.
Never one for compassion, that's for sure. What patience right now. We could actually see a timeout, by the way. That's not off the tables completely.
I can like it a little bit. Minutes on the board.
Both playing very carefully right now. Pasta stomps after stomps going in right now. I barely did cheater. What a Pasta's at such a high percent right now. Alright, Perfect gets back. Oh, this careful. They're playing so careful. Neither wants to mess up.
Well, he finally gets that. Yeah, I don't think there's a timeout anymore, but yeah, this is still a really close game.
Honestly, for how that stock was playing out, it actually still could be, but honestly, at some point, it could end up actually being impossible. I think with this time limit, it's actually probably just impossible for Pasta to take this. Or you could say impossible, but I'm sorry.
Why? On the board. Yeah, this is looking like a... Actually, I don't know.
It still could be. And it doesn't look at all possible for Pasta.
Gross. Stop.
Yeah, we could actually see the timeout right
3
now.
seconds left.
We could see the timeout against Pasta on the Pasta stage.
I'm not seeing
The
a
Pasta
timeout.
lovers.
Attorney Sin Temple.
I've seen it.
Last time I saw
20
it was...
seconds left.
Oh yeah, this is a timeout, bro. Wait.
No, right now.
Never mind.
Right now, you see it right now.
2 seconds.
Hyper Crasher's playing the runaway. Knows the clock. It's just running. 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a timeout, everybody.
And
That's it. Nickelodeon
If I
timeout.
weren't me, I wouldn't like myself very much.
Clap it up, everybody. Get some bruhs. Is that like one of the things you do, bruh? Bruh for
Bruh.
timeout.
Bro, timeout. Yeah.
All right. And with that, though, that will be my time. I will be leaving the commentary couch right now, but you will be joined by Tessie.
See.
Hey, what's up?
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
We forgot what game this is, but we're moving on to the next one.
Play nice.
Ladies and gents, it is I, Garfield.
Go!
I don't think I see him on Jellyfish Reels.
Yeah. Big fan of Jellyfish. I think Garfield does like to have the smaller stage on occasion. So
So them playing really defensively.
yeah.
Missed the magic
Ooh.
stick. Snare, that's a kill.
First stock.
And get jarred off. This is
Deep frying.
A lot of pies from both of them so far.
sounds like Garfield to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Outstanding
Gets a
performance.
snare.
First stock taken.
Pies everywhere.
Yeah, both of them must be very hungry with how many pies they're throwing at each other.
High level Garfield play. Missed the magic stick.
Ooh. Oh,
Faced the wrong way. Ugh, that's
Unfortunate.
unfortunate.
will Pasta be able to throw enough pies to make it back from that SC?
Oh, excuse me. Ouch. Owie. Scratch, scratch, scratch.
Some of them are just so defensive playstyles. Just
Yeah,
zoning with pie.
yeah. Honestly, I noticed that doing the Nair, they don't get hit by the pie, so it might be smarter for them to start trying to run in with the fast fall Nair a bit more. With how much they both want to throw the pie so much.
Stick again.
Ouch.
Ooh,
It's
got
not
the
gonna
pie
kill.
snare, not gonna kill. But, another pie. Ooh, RPS.
Gonna kill. RPS.
Strong attack would have killed either of them in that situation.
Oh,
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
another SD.
Outstanding performance.
God, I love Garfield's voice lines.
I love everything about Garfield. It's everything about him is so good. Always happy to see the silly orange cat on my screen.
Exactly.
Couldn't go wrong no matter how many pies they throw.
Oh, tries to go for the stomp. Respect it, I respect it.
Yeah, would have worked well.
And they're beating up the pies. Losing locked often.
Yeah. The reflected Pookie, but it was immediately hit away.
But that might be it.
Oh,
Oh no, the
carefully
eye frames.
spaced up B, back on.
Outstanding
Oh.
performance.
Tries to go for the stump again.
Another carefully spaced up B. Both of them are more looking to trap the ledge rather than trying to go off and get at each other. Despite them both managing to sweet spot the up specials and grab the ledge.
Nice. Bingo.
Plenty of pies.
That's gonna be it, yeah.
Unfortunate. But that was a good snipe.
Winner.
Capcom will rule.
Play nice.
Hey, you gotta make your own fun.
Whichever one this is on harmonic convergence.
Game 3, I believe.
Both these players are so insanely defensive
Yeah.
of it.
Do you think this is going to be another one that goes to time with how big this stage is?
Given its harmonic, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
To time out on Sweet Dreams, I can imagine harmonic not doing it.
Yeah, it's already... Both of them just want to play it safe, don't want to approach. But they both have the same tools to just zero each other out.
Reflects the pile snare.
Yep, had a bit of a combo going on. Think any strong attack will take the first stock right about now.
Pause it. Oh, did again, iframes.
Yeah. Surprised neither of them have really tried to, like, go off the edge and try to get them, but they are playing very defensive. Rather play it safe, I suppose. You could potentially lose a stock if you try to go down there. Oh,
RPA.
and that's the first
gonna
stock.
get a kill.
Yep. I'll let everyone review hold something to a strafe, it looks goofy.
Oh, what a hit.
Alright, got another stock taken. starting to run in a little bit more, trying to go off the ledge and grabbing it. Got the down strong. Ooh, in the strong down air, but the nice wall tech. Does look like they are trying to start running a bit more. They're still playing it safe with their pies, but they're not afraid to try to get in and hit someone else. And we got another stock taken. Ooh.
That's gotta hurt.
Their stock taken, 2-2 each. Now we're back to playing the long distance game. Oh, we got a combo going on. We got the grab it and reflect the pie. Ooh, and the reflect with the strong attack. Both of them trying to just get in more and have smarter counterplays against each other's pies.
In my absence, it looks it's gonna be a timeout on Harmonic. Could I have guessed that?
I don't. They've been running in a bit more. If they both go in enough, it might be close.
I don't know, man.
I can see it being
5
another timeout,
seconds.
but it looks close.
It's Harmonic. It's a timeout.
Seems like it. One of them probably would have taken it. Ooh. Right as I say that.
Okay.
One of them takes a stock. Oh.
Oh my.
It's not looking good for Pasta with about 15 seconds left on the clock.
This is GG's boys.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Got some going there. Yeah, this is it.
3, 2, 1. I
Nice.
respect it.
And the winner is Garfield.
Have cool will rule.
Play nice.
We got
I'm
the
ready
losers
for action.
semifinal started with Super Capsular playing PTM and Luke Dispute playing Korra.
Excuse me.
Core, nice.
Big fan of both of these characters, honestly. What are your thoughts on this matchup?
Just like any matchup for Core, it's probably S.
Fair enough. I haven't seen much of buffed Korra yet. From what I've heard, she's not too much better, but I wouldn't be surprised if just like in general things were a bit better for her.
It didn't do that much, but she's definitely better, but not by much. It's not that noticeable.
I'm not surprised. That's how patches for this game has always felt for me.
If 4 pages of patch notes didn't do anything for her, I don't know what will, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think she's just a lost closet. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that's nice. To be fair, like everyone had 4 pages of patch notes this patch.
Ooh.
Ooh. Got a very fast match going already.
No snare.
Already on the last stop. A minute and a half after the game started. Ooh.
Bad that almost killed makes me upset.
Yeah, PTM's like that. Ooh. I respect it.
Fortunate.
Ooh.
They're into there.
I like these new Korra combos, they're cool. Anyway, Super Capsule are taking the first game.
Game 1.
Takes care of the day's
Yep.
business.
Previous quarter needed more
How
than
do you
just
feel
numbers.
about this patch in general? Like, what are your feelings towards this patch?
My feelings for this patch in general, I don't know. I was kind of expecting or hoping more overall to be changed. Like RPS is more of an actual mechanic now, which is good. But I was kind of hoping for more like overall balance changes, I suppose. Which is something that I've been hoping for a lot of the patches going on, but we haven't really gotten that many over the course of the game.
So I think this was like, I don't want to jinx it because somebody might find some like broken tech or some shit, but I really do enjoy this patch so far. Except for the fact I couldn't play Aang, that's weird.
We finally banned Aang. Meme
Aang,
achieved,
true.
everyone.
I'm convinced someone on the dev team was aware of the meme, probably Thaddeus, I don't know. The dead,
I mean, they gave you a back air.
True, you back air.
I'm very happy that's a thing.
What is the back air? Is it just like a meme move that you barely use, or is it actually good?
It's actually like a pretty decent move. I haven't seen like too many use after like day 1, day 2, but from when I did watch you, it was actually a pretty useful move whenever people remember to use it. It's like PTM's Light Nair, except he always goes forward, so like it just covers his entire body, and it's a multi-hit.
Alright, moving on to game 2 on Jellyfish Field.
I think I've always thought that the Jellyfish Fields benefits PTM, honestly. I mean, look at that. That almost already killed.
Oh yeah, do not take PTM to Jelly.
Yeah.
It's a mistake in my life. Remember I died at like... No, yeah, I did. I died at 30% to PTM Snare one time. It was really funny.
Yeah, that's PTM for ya. I like that he has like overly powerful strong attacks. I think that's a neat thing, but I think they should like tone down the base knockback and then make the scaling better.
They should honestly just maybe nerf the knockback of some of his strongs. Leave strong upper aim because it's not as good as it was before, so just like leave that alone. But snare needs to be toned down. But get better recovery, so you can substitute for that.
Yeah, I think like his base knockback for his strong should be toned down, but he should still like have better than average scaling on them, so they still like kill early. I think that's like important to PDM's identity, but I think they should like tone down his peak, but like improve his recovery a bit.
That's fair.
I think that's like the best PTM we could get. Because if his strong attacks were just like as powerful as like the average other character in this game, it wouldn't be PTM at that point.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on, buddy, and that's a snare.
Hold on, buddy. Yep.
Ooh.
Major damage.
Almost killed.
And that's gonna kill you.
And that killed.
The results are in, and the winner is Powdered Toast Man. Well, I guess not.
That's game 2.
Time for game 3 then.
I'm gonna be honest, I still play her, but I gave up on Cora not that long ago. I really don't know what else they can do with her at this point.
I think Korra's fun. I just don't think like I don't know what they could do with her honestly. Doesn't she like can't she like cancel into her specials now?
She can now, but like it doesn't really matter. It did make her that. It did make her better. Like she's a lot healthier now instead of just being Dare the character, but she's still ass. So
yeah, like
people were saying she should get a moveset overall, but I don't know. That might be too drastic. I don't think many people would mind that.
I think if we were to get moveset changes in this game, what I would want is just for everyone to not have the same uppercut move. Other than that, I think like overall
They started getting
movesets
more
are...
unique with that with like Jenny and what's Jenny's upper again?
It's another uppercut.
Cool.
Get ready.
Yeah, I think moveset overhauls for like characters that don't need it are way too drastic. I think Core's the only person that legitimately like might need one. Fundamentally, just seems pretty just bad.
She just in general does need some help.
Might be a loss, but like I don't want to like say she has no potential at all to be a good character because like I love like her show and her character in the show itself, but like I don't know, in this game she seems like a fucking lost cause. I'm not gonna lie. If they make her give her something like drastic that actually makes her decent. I don't know. For now, it just seems.
I mean, you see the people that play her, they do get some good stuff with her, like the combos we've been seeing. I feel like she can do good things. They just kind of have to buff those good things, maybe.
Well, how would they be able to like buff her disadvantage state, which is arguably one of the worst things about her?
I don't just give her a faster move to get out of it. When in doubt, fast move.
I'm surprised they didn't make her faster. Her movement speed faster. That was one of her biggest problems as well.
I mean, she is supposed to be one of the slower characters.
Nah, keep Jenny near the same, right?
They did nerf that by 1 frame.
If Jenny's near by 1 frame.
Yep, it's now 4 frames instead of 3.
Drastic, oh my god.
Yep, crazy, I know.
Actually insane. Thank you, devs. I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying it's really didn't too much weight when it's such a. I'm not gonna say problematic, like
Yeah.
good, but it's not that good. But like it's
Like-
really annoying. Why is it frame 3? I'm just wondering.
Because you paid $5 for her.
I see DLC.
Yep.
Sense.
Anyway,
Man,
game,
that's the
Yep.
game.
game 3.
Sorry, Luke. Or I mean, yeah. Sorry, Luke.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Congrats
It's
to
really
Capsule
unfortunate,
as
but
well.
you did good.
Yeah. On the topic of like, well, we're talking about Korra, I'm like, yeah, I'm like talking about balance on that. Like, I remember, I believe I said before, like, I don't think the patches have done much overall, like, change the balance for this game. Like, I've noticed a lot of the time, whenever a character gets a change, it's like usually some sort of minor change. A lot of people think the character's a lot better because of it. Then you wait like a month and then they're just back on the same place on the tier list they were before.
Go for it. Yo, what's up, Switch?
What's up?
The tag escapes me.
We got Pasta versus Hacker. Like
Super Capital R, yeah?
a super.
Capsule.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome. Alright.
Good.
Awesome, bro.
Time for this set to start then.
How do you like my fight?
Did they play earlier? Let me look.
No, I don't think so, but I know that Capsule has fought multiple Garfields in this bracket already.
Yes. Yeah. Garfield did his winners finals. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Multiple timeouts, right? I was watching.
Yeah, there was more than one timeout.
But less likely to happen in this matchup for sure.
Yeah. What do you two think about the PTM Garfield matchup?
I feel like it's probably somewhere fairly close to even.
I feel like it's Garfield favor.
You think so?
I think it's like
Yeah.
-1 for GTM.
Okay.
It's
Because
not that bad.
It's a bit hard to like sweet spot ledge, and then Garfield can just down strong you when you're PTM.
Yeah, I guess he kind of puts up with that in every matchup, though. He kind of gets edge guarded for free, right?
Yeah, but like Garfield especially, he can go for that, and then he has like, it can be a bit hard to deal with the projectiles as well. With how his strongs are slower than average, he can't really reflect them so easily with them.
Yeah, that's not really an option
Yeah.
to get. It does only take one crouton to beat a pie, though. Isn't that right?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think so anyway, yeah.
That's how it looks.
Yeah, PTM, still PTM, but not exactly the best matchup for him.
Plus, he does take a lot of damage. Probably a little harder to get the strings to go together as it used to be since the headstone changes.
Yeah,
But
since
it looks like
Garfield's
it still works.
and since Garfield's heavier, PTM isn't going to be killing as early either, as he typically is with other characters. Not that he necessarily has a problem with killing, but that's like that's like his biggest strength, and it's weaker here than on average. And he can't get in, and you can't get in as much with the projectiles.
Yeah, it does look like you can just one crouton the pies though, which is really helpful.
Yeah, that is quite useful. I noticed with the other Garfield Ditto, the ones that timed out, I noticed that they could nair each other's pies, and I'm not sure if PTM can also do that.
Yeah, probably on some of the nairs at least.
Yeah, if it's consistent enough.
Yeah, I guess unless I don't know how exactly the interaction works with moves and projectiles in this game, so I can't say for sure if it would always work. But
Yeah, I remember first seeing PTM, people would see his nair, and I'm like, oh, this character's not going to be competitively viable, just look at his nair. I remember seeing people react like that.
I recall that. Yeah, that move has just always been good as well.
Yeah.
It's just a good move.
Which nair, honestly.
Right.
PTM's got plenty of good moves.
Yeah,
Here.
there's a few bad ones, but
Yeah.
kind of made up for it by how good the good ones are.
Yeah, it's very polarizing regardless of what character you're playing as. If you're fighting PTM, then you're playing a different game.
Yeah, it's very, very different for sure. Oh my goodness, super aggressive edge guard attempt.
Aggressive. I like it though. Ooh,
Able to get that.
the
Oh,
pie
Less
combo.
there though.
The results are
That was
in,
sick.
and the
Nice.
winner is Powdered Toast Man. Well, I guess not.
solid first game for her there. Looked pretty comfortable. Probably fiending for the rematch. I know they played in winter semis. Super Capsule, or well, rather Hyper Crasher and Super Capsule played in winter semis. So looking for revenge, probably on a bit of a revenge arc here. Gets the warm up too. Gets the Garfield warm up on the way. Super convenient.
Yep.
Play nice.
Now we're on Urkin Armada.
Go.
Who do you think this stage is better for? Team or Garfield?
I think just, yeah, Garfield, honestly. I know PTM probably wants smaller stages, so killing off the sides here, it's not as long as other stages, so I think that's good for PTM, but I think Garfield as a whole wants this stage.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that.
Yeah, but I think if you're PTM, if you don't have Jellyfish, then this is the stage you're probably going to want to pick. As long as there's not, like, sewers or anything.
Yeah, I mean, this was the Garfield pick, right? So,
I believe so, yeah.
yeah, so it makes sense.
I think, like, Garfield could probably pick the majority of stages here, and oh, what was that?
Yeah, super nice edge guard, putting out
Yeah.
a move to threaten that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Garfield, probably likes this stage more than Jellyfish, just a bit more comfortable than Dare. The platforms to run away a bit, projectiles.
Yeah, I think like stock longevity also favors the character with better recovery.
Yeah,
It's, like the size of the stage almost doesn't matter when you're just getting stomped like what happened last stock. Like it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
You're not dying out of the blast zones if you can't get back.
And plus, I feel like PTM struggles to kill off the top a bit more now than probably Garfield would with how tall it is.
Right, that's true. Yeah, with Lick being only a shell of its former self.
Yeah.
that might even. Yeah.
Oh,
nice
that's a
tag.
clean wall tag.
Yeah, that was super nice, super important.
Both of them looking pretty close, and right when I say that, another stock taken from Pasta.
We'll hit confirm there. Super nice stuff.
Oh, and
But gets a
All
snare
right.
though.
yep, both at 2 stocks.
Both even stocks now.
Yep. Ooh, high reflection.
Bye.
that was a bit jank.
Yeah, had an opportunity to reset there. That would have been crazy if she was ready for that, but hard to expect. Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, the Pookie picks it up though.
oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, magic
not
stick
looking
gets
good.
it.
Okay, big grab. Oh, nothing out of it though. Now in a lot of trouble.
Oh, that's game.
Yeah, can't miss that tech. Can't miss any techs, honestly, off stage in this game. You kind of just die instantly when you do.
Especially when you're PTM, you really got to go for ledge quick.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just something about bouncing off the walls in this game where you just go so far. Even at 40, like she was there, you just still die instantly, basically.
Like I said, very polarizing character.
Yeah, for sure. Very, very volatile. Like, can die super early, can kill super early. And it's funny because it used to be even more extreme than that. Like, the kills used to happen even earlier than they do now. ETM still having, like, the most kill power. It used to be so much higher. But still, he's still got enough stuff, for sure.
Yeah.
He's not quite what he once was.
I was talking earlier, I think the best PTM would be like give his like strong attacks normal like base knockback but higher knockback scaling so they're still stronger than average.
Mm-hmm.
But like in a more balanced way.
Yeah, I wonder what direction they
like
want for this guy. He's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah. He wouldn't be PTM without stupidly powerful strong, so I don't want them to ever change that about him. I just want them to make it balanced.
Yeah.
Alright, we got
yes.
game 3 on Sweet Dreams. Looking so far to be in Pasta's favor.
Ooh, wow.
That's gonna kill.
There it is, the PTM kill power if I've ever seen it.
PM snare.
77% after the hit.
Yep. On a heavyweight like Garfield.
At 58%. Gotta love it.
I do love me some PTM. Ooh.
Missed,
Not the grounded up strong. Okay. Another snare.
snare.
Or snare.
Yeah, their crouton's coming in huge. They're just destroying the pie.
If it works, it works.
Snare.
Plenty of snares going.
Okay. Just gotta clean up the sedge guard.
Let me get the magic stick.
Yeah, almost. Ooh, great read. That was sick.
Capsule's still having a stock lead though.
Yeah, looking pretty good still.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's gonna kill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last stock for Pasta.
Ooh, Nair's out of that. But he's still in the blender here.
Yeah.
Okay, good tech.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah, that's gonna
barely
be it.
killed off the top there.
Okay, good tech again. Been on top of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no jump, but
Oh,
no.
no. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's rough. And Pasta all of a sudden kind of in this game.
Yeah, anyone can win this.
Oh, what a hit!
That
PTM,
kill.
PTM hits one more strong, it's probably game though.
Yeah, they'll basically all kill now.
Oh, gotta watch out for the snares.
Yeah.
Any of those are gonna kill.
Pasta clearly liking keeping the distance now.
Yeah, it just says
Yeah.
watch out.
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
Next time, the results are in.
Hold on, buddy.
Powdered Toast Man. Leave
A
everything.
timeless classic. The Z drop shine now snare used to be lick, but
Yeah. If it works, it works.
yeah, still very very potent. Not killing it dead zero like it used to, but
Still get ya.
still good for sure. And the fact that it'll still work on the IN at that percent too is really useful. It's good to have it confirm like that. Sometimes when characters are at super high percents, you kind of don't have anything until you have to walk them over and F throw them. But to have that even at center is really good.
Ready?
I'm not nothing.
We are game 4 and we are on rooftop.
Playing some catch with the pie.
I love that's just how projectiles work in this game. You kind of just press the grab throw button at each other.
I love it. I actually think it's such a cool idea. I love the execution of it.
I like that.
For-
I like that you can grab projectiles and throw them back, but I don't like that's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah, it gets very silly, but I'm a fan. I think it's very
Yeah.
cool.
Just like someone grabs a projectile, you already know that's how that's gonna end up. You're just gonna keep throwing it at each other, and they both mash it. Yeah.
It's very funny though.
It is
It's
hilarious.
not me.
It's funny, but like when you're just trying to actually play the game.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of room for mixing it up there, though. You don't have to throw it back right away. You don't have to, you know,
There's room. It's just that like that's what people always do.
Yes, that's true.
I wouldn't be complaining so much if that wasn't. Ooh, early kill from the Garfield. Giving
Not
PTM
common.
a bit of its own medicine.
For sure, yes. You do not see PTM dying off the top below 100 like that very often.
Yeah. Off the side, however.
Yeah. Oh my god, in a lot of trouble again here too with the pies. Definitely looking on pace for game 5 here. Pasta looking very comfortable this game 4 here.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a
there though,
cheater.
yeah. Okay.
Both at even stocks now, though.
Yeah, and a knockdown. This could be huge.
Yeah, game's already close to even again. This is what I mean. It just results to that.
Yeah, I mean, Pasta parried it and won the exchange. I mean, that was cool. I'm with
Yeah,
it.
but how often do you see that?
Not as much as we should, I think.
Honestly, I
blame the
agree.
players. I blame the players.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Ooh.
That was gonna kill actually, probably.
Yeah. It's very close though. Both at even. Never mind.
Question pie.
Both at very close percents.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh my god, that would have been nice.
I think any up strong off the top here is gonna kill from either of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that one didn't kill though. Oh,
It's gonna kill though.
this is close.
Not,
Oh,
yeah, that's gonna kill.
Smart.
smart.
Nice
Yeah.
hug.
Always good to grab ledge against PTM.
Yeah. No hitbox on the top. Did that OP? Okay. Pookie.
Smart Pookie, honestly.
Yeah, freeing up some space and time for Pasta to get back.
I love using Pookie in ways like that, honestly.
Yeah, it's very cool. Little like stage hazard type projectile.
Yeah. Oh, alright. Both at last stock.
And that's a knockdown too. This could be huge. Oh,
Oh. I do think this could be anyone's game.
absolutely.
Yeah. PTM basically already got Garfield to the same percent.
Yeah, I mean by percents, PTM's just up, right?
Yeah, PTM's winning the match right
like
now.
way up.
Oh,
That could kill.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Almost.
Oh. Didn't
And just
kill?
a sneak back, very scary now.
I think a strong attack from either of them is going to kill right about now.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Unfortunate.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how she found herself off stage there. That was a weird one.
Yeah, it's
a
likely
weird
going to be a
interaction.
very close game 5 though.
Yeah, it's boiling down to that, which is always cool to see. Very back and forth set,
Yeah. Always love to see that happen.
for sure.
stage are we gonna be? Oh, we're going back to jellyfish.
Never trust
Jellyfish game
Back
5,
to
alright.
oh, back to Jelly.
Yeah, I figured that's what we were gonna be seeing, honestly. PTM definitely wants the smallest stage he can get in this matchup.
Right.
Get those snares off.
Ooh, huge. Nair's right through all those croutons there. Crazy.
Yeah, both of them got crazy nairs, honestly.
Ooh, barely hits the ground there. That could have been trouble.
deep fried.
Ooh. Nice.
I love when Garfield does combos with the pie that sends you down.
Yeah, it's super sick.
Oh.
Oh, ooh.
That would have been so.
Oh,
no,
what a
getting
reversal.
punished for it.
Yeah, no tech. That would have been crazy if Pasta Tech chased off that, but not
Yeah.
There, throw croutons again.
quite.
Yeah.
And
Strong's gonna get it though.
Very close game.
evens it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Pookie into knockdown. Into
Jab block.
stuff.
The buttons.
Oh,
Pie.
in trouble again, but this
Oh.
just getting through it that time.
CS
PTM Uppy did something
no.
for once?
Yeah, right.
I'm Uppy OP here.
True. I think they should buff his strongs to compensate, though.
True.
He really needs it, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think he's killing early enough.
I absolutely
Just like
agree.
how Mikey needs there.
Yeah, that's true.
Needs it.
Oh, big
Desperate
grab and
for
that.
it.
Should,
Oh.
no, not quite.
Should have done it the other way.
Yeah,
Oh, but that kills,
that's
though.
gonna do it.
Edges out a small.
And Nairs out of all of the croutons.
Again for the third time this game.
Oh,
misses the
barely
up
misses
strong.
it.
Yeah, rough drop, but should be able to clean things up here anyway. Even on
PTM
hit.
Yeah. PTM can be a bit hard to catch with his uppy sometimes. It leaves him very vulnerable, but sometimes he can be a bit hard to catch.
Yeah, it can be tricky for sure. Has some
Yeah.
some amount of drift.
Yeah. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not gonna get him every time.
Strong, yeah.
Keeping it
Two.
even.
Yep. Still anyone's game.
Especially get a combo off the uppy there.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So all of a sudden the match has slowed down so much actually.
Yeah.
Oh, what a parry though. Huge.
Ooh. Oh!
Yes. Oh, it doesn't get
Killed
anything off of it
landed
though.
one.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I think they both realize what the stakes are, and then it
Yeah,
slowed
neither
down
of them are
so
trying to
much.
get in.
Yeah,
That helps Pasta a lot more, though.
it does. Yeah, it really
Yeah.
does. Oh, and this could be huge.
Oh.
We're getting some good damage on.
Oh, not looking.
Oh!
Oh! End it off.
Wave dashing out there to
Yeah.
clean it up. That was cool. Very emphatic ending there. And
That was a very good set from both players.
yeah, that was a good one. And we have some timeouts on the horizon. It would seem.
I see. Yeah, great run from Capsule, but it's time for the double Garfield again.
Yeah, yeah, good stuff to her for sure. Great showing. Almost had it at the end there, but just barely edged out.
Yeah.
And yeah, get a rematch of this. 3-0 for Hyper last time, so Pasta at least looking to get on the board this time around.
Ready?
I'm not known for my compassion.
Double Garfield again.
Go!
Here we go.
We already got a lot of pies from
Oh,
both.
we got it. Oh no, the Garfield Ditto.
Neither of them want to approach again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope we have our pie counter in chat again.
Yeah.
But we got it.
I hope they start to realize that. I hope they start to realize that their Nair beats each other's pies out, so they can just approach with that. We are seeing more combos than we were last time, though.
Yeah,
Percents are higher at this point than they would have been the last set.
for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, we're throwing pies for sure.
Yeah, we have seen at least one pie thrown. I can't disagree with that one.
That is what's happening.
Call me crazy, but I think there's actually been at least 2 pies.
I don't know about that. Can we be sure?
I don't know. It's a bit of a theory. It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to
we'll
ask
see.
the experts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
no! That'd have been so cool if they were ready for that.
Critical hit!
Deep fried.
Perfect!
Okay, that's gonna kill across the stage. And yeah, it was looking like a quick start, but I believe we are on timeout pace now.
Yeah. I think both of them realized it might help both of them to just run away a bit more.
Yeah, it is the easier way to play the matchup, I'd imagine. Trying to be the aggressor comes with its own set of risks and such, and pressing the pie button, you know, it's pretty safe.
The worst that'll happen is that your own pie will be neutralized by their own pie.
Yeah.
No risks of just sitting on the other side of the stage and throwing it out, huh?
Almost
Yeah,
2 minutes
just,
and only 3 stocks taken.
No, they have 3 stocks each.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 stocks taken.
Yeah, 2 stocks taken.
Yeah, this is a giga timeout pace. At this point, it'd be shocking if we didn't go to time. Actually,
It's just, ooh.
okay, wait a minute.
Wait.
Oh no, dropping that. Pretty sure that was just a confirm, but
Oh,
oh,
that was a clean edge guard, though.
yeah, that's hard to hit. That was
Yeah.
very clean.
For mine, no time.
Yeah, maybe not. We'll see. I think it's gonna be close here. I expect to see a 1 on the minute area of the timer, though, at least. Maybe even 2 zeros.
I'm expecting the 2 0. Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe not
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
Pasta might have to start trying to run in a lot more.
Yeah. I think if you're it's not Leatherface. The tag is Hyper Crasher. If you're Hyper here, you probably start playing for time at this point, like, because it's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, like if you've already just like naturally got time,
in there.
just keep going for it at this
You
point.
got this height. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the onus is just on Pasta at this point. But Pasta's figured out how to get in. It seems it's a couple times in a row, successfully naring in and dash attacking into the space, and all of a sudden kind of going off a bit.
Working a bit in Pasta's favor.
Okay. And we're back to pies.
Pies. Gotta love
Plenty of
it.
pies.
Nice.
Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh. Okay.
Last. Damn.
Might see this one resolved by stocks here. This is the last stock with a whole minute 15 to go. Pasta getting something started, but oh no.
Oh.
It's a rough drop in reversal there. Already at 108. We'll start dying to Strongs now.
Yeah, wait.
Live in.
No, man.
You got to the double zeros here. Nice grab, yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, evening things up a little bit here. Here we go.
The aggressive play is working.
Oh,
The results are in.
That was a comeback.
jeez.
Yeah, that was huge.
Like I said, I think they're starting to realize that going in is actually quite useful.
Yeah, there's definitely merits to that.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
they finally noticed.
I think the aggression's starting to work out for them now.
Yeah. Especially on a smaller stage, it's easier to close the gap.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Use it while you can, I suppose.
Yeah, if we go somewhere like to harmonic, then
Yeah, like harmonic, rooftop.
Yeah. So big stuff for Pasta, as they did not take any games in the winners finals. So good start to the set.
Play nice.
Ladies
Okay.
and gents,
On the
it is
sweet drinks.
I, Garfield.
Go.
Bigger stage, but I wouldn't say it's too big.
Yeah, we got Garfield Dittos on Garfield's stage. That's pretty cool.
Yep, I think it's still small enough for them to want to run in.
Yeah, I'd say so. Kind of nice. Like having the platform there is also kind of gives you another avenue to close the gap while getting around the pie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so they're at like a healthy mix of throwing pies and jumping at each other, I would say.
Yeah.
A good combination of both going on. Not as much pie throwing as the first set, for sure. Oh my.
Definitely a lot more counterplay to the pie.
Okay. Oh. Nice, yep. Yeah, can't really just block cream pie, you're just gonna get grabbed most of the time. Ooh, nice. Oh. Really missing that as well.
Wait here. Wait here.
That's gotta hurt.
Alright, neither of them have taken a stock yet. I think we're starting to see the more campy. Right when I say that,
Yeah, it is.
I think we are starting to see a bit more of the campy side again.
For sure. It's hard to say. I wonder what's going through their minds. If like, seems like they're kind of switching it up a lot, going from not feeling like going in to thinking maybe it's time to try it. I don't know if they're seeing something. Oh,
Ooh.
great spot.
Yeah, really mad
Okay, could be big. Oh, barely misses that and actually dies for it.
The trade.
Okay, here we go. A little bit of damage racked up now. Oh my goodness, almost dying to that. Maybe dying to that.
Oh,
Up's ledge.
Okay.
Oh.
oh, newspaper, nice.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, could have been something huge there, but not quite. Nice sack. Here we go. Should be some damage here. Oh! I don't know if they meant to pie there, if they meant to jump before they threw it, but kind of a weird drop.
They're the Garfield
Okay.
players, and I think they're the expert on the pies here. I trust whatever they do.
Not quite. Funny trade. Back to pies. But a big lead here for Hyper. Okay, playing some catch for a little bit. They mostly moved away from catch.
Yeah, I've noticed that they've been reflecting it with the strongs a bit more.
Yeah. Nice, and that's a confirm,
Up
yeah.
air.
Okay, here we go. This could be big. Not quite though. Yeah, that's happened quite a lot where they've either nared or dared out of each other's strings.
Yeah. Garfield's just got the moves to do that.
Yeah. And doesn't have the hit stun to actually like true combo
Yeah.
himself.
Ooh, nice reflect.
Yep, okay. Cleans it up with dash attack lasagna. Looking like another 0-0 situation here.
I can believe it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hyper not in a rush either. Like, got a hit there and actually just retreated to throw up high. Wasn't even concerned about it. However,
Starting to get a combo now.
yeah, racking up some good damage there. Quick 50. Okay. In trouble for Pasta.
Going for the newspaper now. Ooh.
Let's see what he's got here. Yeah, I respect that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think,
I respect it though. I respect it.
yeah.
Garfield.
And the crowd goes wild.
I'm down with that. I mean, only had like 45 seconds to win the game, right?
Yeah.
You kind of have to take that stock
Yeah.
there.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement with that one. That made sense to me.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see what Pasta favors for the counter pick here. Okay.
I see it.
All right.
I believe we're gonna go to the 0-0.
On it.
Yeah. The most extreme stage you could probably pick in this matchup.
So
Thing is-
excited for this game. On convergence. It's gonna be so fun.
And nowhere to escape the pies as there are no platforms, so it is just a straight line of pies across the stage. Oh my god, that was almost tragic, but still in a lot of trouble.
Ooh, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still kind of attacking though. Not as much pie tying as I was expecting. Okay. Oh, barely misses that confirm. Okay, nice Nair. Yeah, when you're close enough, right, and you think they're gonna pie, then Nair is huge. It becomes a problem if they retreat before they throw it, because they can get you for whipping.
Oh, what a hit.
Living that. Yeah.
Ouch.
Wow, living. Okay, almost living that as well. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
I love seeing throw shenanigans like that happen.
Yeah, dash attack jump grab is crazy. It
Yeah.
opens up some wild stuff. Nice tech again. A lot of good techs coming out, specifically from Hyper. Gotten some strings short. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice pie.
Pie throw into strong up air combo.
It just actually threw the pie directly in his face. Like from point blank. Didn't even have time to press grab again after he threw it, I think. I think that's what happened.
I.
There we go.
Plenty of pies.
I. Do it.
Okay, gets out of there. Barely missing that as well. Oh, parry, but nothing doing afterwards. Nice. Good
Another
coverage.
pie combo.
Yep. Oh, no.
Pookie from across the stage.
Yeah, maybe just didn't even see it. Maybe some camera tricks in play there.
Yeah. I love just keeping Pookie at ledge.
Yeah.
No one ever expects to see it coming.
Yeah. Okay, there's the knockdown and some big damage.
Oh.
We'll reset, but not ready for it. But still kind of picks it up anyway. Good damage, nonetheless.
Garfield's the only character in the game whose neutral B doesn't get slower the more he uses it.
It does. It's just that they're doing other attacks between it.
Yeah, they're not quite spamming
Yeah.
it. Like, that one was extra slow because it was the third one in a short time, and I think he actually got punished because of it.
They're using like nairs and down airs though.
Yeah.
So that they don't have completely like the slowdown for it.
Oh my god, they jumped right into each other with no moves out.
Major damage.
Okay.
Alright. I think the game will go to 0-0, but there's a chance it won't go to timeout.
Yeah, I'm thinking we won't see a timeout, but we'll see.
There's a
It's hard to
chance.
know.
The possibility.
Yeah, I feel like at any time on this stage in particular, the winner can just kind of.
Oh.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
The results are in, and the winner is
Super early kill.
Garfield.
And the crowd goes wild.
Indeed goes wild, Garfield.
I have to agree.
What an ironic voice line that is for Garfield to us. But that was a crazy ending. I mean, we didn't even get to 0-0. That's great.
Yeah.
Game is this? I completely lost track.
Play nice.
Could be game.
Nevermore.
Yeah,
I
that's 2 for
believe
Hyper,
game
1
4,
for
yeah.
Pasta. Yep.
Go.
Then we gotta do this 2 more times.
Maybe only 1. And it's looking like it. Good start for Hyper. This could be the end of the tournament. It is a tournament game here for Hyper. Also, should note, sticking to the counterpick, sticking to the harmonic counterpick.
I'm surprised, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. Not really playing to the stage necessarily. I don't think is Pasta. I feel like Pasta was doing well when he was able to close the gap on Hyper.
Yeah, wasn't Pasta like? Didn't Pasta win his game on Jellyfish? Why not go back there instead of the largest stage in the game? Oh wait, DSR.
Yeah, but even
that would make
something
Yeah,
less long, right?
Like
than
Erkin,
Harmonic.
right?
Just something shorter so that it's easier to get in. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think
like
that's where
Erkin.
Pasta.
Erkin, rooftop, something like that.
Yeah. Just kind of like made the win condition as hard as possible by picking this stage. I feel.
Yeah.
Unless you just feel.
Oh.
Oh.
Pie snipe.
Rough. Jumps right into that one.
Ouch.
They were like 3 times in a row. They threw pies, the pies tied, and they both jumped, double jump at each other.
Yeah, like pie, double jump pie fastball.
Yeah, just meeting each other in the air.
Yeah, I like watching the pies like fly side by side.
Yeah, it's dope. Okay, oh, let's go a block on that last hit, and that's gonna cost him a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, getting rid of that one. Ooh, oh, okay, almost got it working with that pie. But...
Just run over and throw off the edge.
Taking him on a trip real quick.
Yeah.
Probably could have mashed, but I probably just wasn't expecting to be escorted for so long there.
Honestly, I don't mash in this game. Ooh, clean.
Yeah, you can get out pretty fast out of grabs in this game. I think it's
Yeah.
faster on average than Smash.
When everyone has cargo throw, you kind of have to have something like that, to be fair.
Yeah, I know it. The most interesting thing is that at 0, it's 1 input gets out at 0. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like you can just pre-mash by accident sometimes because you're trying to do something else. Oh, huge damage with these pies. Nice spacing on that, getting a great grab, but again, yeah, not picking it back up. Strings are not too long in this matchup, just a few hits at a time mostly.
Yeah.
Oh, big RPS, but
Oh.
missing not 1 but 2 strongs.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, that feels so bad. Okay.
And lasagna.
Pasta down here, fighting for his tournament life, and got a bit of a gap. 142 is not easy percent to come by. It
Yeah.
takes a while.
Especially in a ditto like this, where it takes so long.
Yeah, great.
You gotta
pairing.
make every second count here.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's got to be now, basically. 2 beautiful parries so far this stock, but nothing really doing off them. That's gonna
Oh.
almost kill, not quite.
Not
though.
quite the stock, but it was real close.
Yeah, approaching 200, getting a lot of
Yeah.
mileage out of this stock. Oh, but that's a big
Oh.
kill. Yeah. Racing against the clock now. He's Pasta. Only a minute to go.
Gotta get something in fast.
Yep, here we go. This could be it.
Do you see
Nice.
some good pies?
Okay.
Ooh, we are starting to see it. Oh,
Nice.
oh, even game, just like that.
Yeah, only a 7% difference, and now very
only
much
have
anyone's
40
game.
seconds left. I
Oh,
think. I don't think it's that timeout. Do you know? Probably.
It could be either way
Yeah.
really at this point. It's very
Pasta
close.
managed to take the lead.
Seconds.
Huge lead right now. I almost say
Yeah.
start running away
Wait,
now,
wait,
but
wait.
hold on.
Start running, dude.
Yeah, only 24 seconds. I'm backing up. I'm out of here.
Yeah, you're Garfield. Knowing this ditto, you can stay away if you want. Stay away.
Yeah, but Hyper's chasing him down. Uh-oh, it's a
He's
knockdown.
trying.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
The results
Oh, great comeback from Pasta, taking
Yeah.
it to game 5.
field.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yes, Garfield.
Doesn't even care for the timeout. Just gonna
Yeah.
clean it up.
Just gets that last stock on.
Game 5.
Do you think that since yawn is one of Garfield's strongest moves, do you think Garfield is a better character late at night when he yawns more?
Has to be, right? I mean, has to be. It only makes sense.
Yeah,
The same way he's terrible on Monday.
exactly.
You know, if the tournament runs for another 2 hours, you just have to DQ both players. All right, game 5 gonna be on Urkin. It's a Hyper's pick.
All right. I think this pick might be a bit Pasta favored.
Yeah, could be. I definitely think that Pasta was just making things harder on himself going to Harmonic.
Yeah, and yet he managed to win on there.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how this one goes. You're looking at either a reset or the end of the tournament here.
Yeah.
Right.
And good start for Pasta. That's good damage. Weird trade. Okay. Oh, okay, that's huge. Oh, not quite gonna kill, but it wasn't too far off. Oh my goodness, the pie is putting in work, and that's dead.
Oh, that's dead.
Yeah. Good start here for Hyper.
Yeah. I was saying this stage might be a bit Pasta favored, but it's not going well for him so far.
Yeah, I think neutral going okay, but Hyper just getting a lot of mileage out of that last couple punishes here.
Yeah. Looks like a... Oh, bit of a combo going on.
Yeah, these punishes have been on, actually. This is some of the best of the set for him so far. Really racking up quite a lot of damage off these openings. Also, Pasta's eaten a full cream pie like 4 times this game already. It's been brutal.
Hyper almost got a full stock lead at this point.
Yeah.
Not what you want to see if you're Pasta right about now.
Yeah, definitely not easy. Gotta start answering back here. It is not easy to make up deficits in this matchup.
If he managed to bring it back on the Harmonic game, I think he got a chance to bring it back here.
Absolutely, yeah. This is about the gap he came back from. So
Yeah, game's not over till it's over.
Absolutely. Plenty of game left to play here. Both at 3 stocks apiece.
Yeah. One's at a bit less 3 stocks, but still 3 stocks.
Yeah, and that was good damage for Pasta there.
Clean string there. Already bringing it pretty close back.
Okay.
It's really anyone's game, anyone's set.
Yeah, this has gotten very close. That one's gonna clean it up, but 90%, you know, not feeling too bad about that if you're Pasta.
Yeah, that you're a lot more comfortable now than you were before.
For sure. Okay, and
There.
this needs the edge guard
Skill
here.
too.
Yeah, try to extend the hitbox with Pookie. Oh, in the strong dare.
In game.
Yeah, a lot
Strong
closer.
there.
You're happy here if you're Pasta.
Oh yeah. You got some momentum now, and he's putting together another string.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, almost. But 40, not too bad.
Evening it up right here. Nice.
Yeah, super close. That's a reset, but misses the strong there. Honestly, probably should have elected for something more combo oriented, but
Oh.
it has slowed down a lot all of a sudden on these this stock for these guys.
Yeah. I think once Pasta got close, he wants to play it safe so it doesn't go back to him being far again.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, can't blame him. At the end of the set, that's something you're going to want to be doing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Completely reasonable. It's just so even back and forth right now.
Yeah.
5 frames.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like won't hit unless they miss the sweet spot, right?
Yeah, they keep going for that. Yeah. They also keep both sweet spotting the ledge.
Yeah.
On the few occasions where
okay,
they've tried to go off stage, it's worked well.
Yeah. Okay, so slight lead for Hyper and nothing doing off that throw for Pasta. Got to find a way to clean this up.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay. Trying to space some strongs, but taking some damage now.
Z drop pie.
Yeah.
I love Z drop. All right, last stock. Both players pretty even game right about now.
Ooh, that could have been so
Pasta.
big,
Ooh.
but gets reversal. And back the other way.
Train.
Yeah.
Oh.
Deep fried.
This is a good lead for Hyper now, and only, I mean, 49 seconds left. Probably gonna see a kill at the end of this game, but it's there. The win condition is
It's
no.
close.
Yeah, it's close. I don't-
If you're Hyper, you run away, right?
He
Oh.
might, but he's in trouble here. Oh, that
Yeah.
was kind of fortunate.
Pasta's getting a bit of momentum back. Oh.
In the corner though.
Oh, not looking good.
Oh,
Went.
that's
Oh,
it.
and that's game.
Wow, finds it.
Results are in, and the winner is
That's it.
Takes it.
Yeah, great stuff to Hyper. A grinder of a set there. Going
Yeah.
to game 5. Every
Jesus.
single game basically going down to the last minute.
Oh man.
A true test of endurance that was.
Yeah.
And super shoutouts to Pasta for making that one close. I mean, the first set, not as much, right? No games taken for him, but this time around, game 5, last stock, right? Pretty good
Yeah.
showing. But all right, I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna leave. Good tournament, everybody.
All right. See ya then.
Have a great night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Alrighty, this is I'm here now.
Take it easy.
Great
Fun
job,
commentating with
everybody.
you guys.
Yeah, great to see
Yeah.
you guys. Let's see
Great
here.
commentating with you as well.
Yeah,
Take care.
y'all can all head out if you'd like. There's nothing else to do, but I probably will try to get Hyper in here if I can. But thank you so much, you two, for commentating and Switch as well. If you all don't know my voice,
Play, by the way, I don't remember.
me?
I'm a Patrick main, Garfield secondary.
Ooh, Patrick's
See.
sick. Oh wait, there we go. Now in my voice, you guys can hear me. I was just gonna say, now that you can hear me, you guys can head if you'd like. I'm gonna try and get an interview in with Hyper. So if y'all want to stick, if chat wants to stay around for that, you can. But comms, y'all are free to go. Thank you so much.
Alright.
I'm staying. I'm staying.
All right, Hyper. Let's see if Hyper is still here. Probably could just DM him. That might be easier. Hold on. How you doing, chat? After that one, that was grueling. That was a grueling match. Hold on, I'm gonna try and get something scuffed going here. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna try and... How would I even do this? This. And then, like... Audio. Existing. I'm making like a whole new thing. Where is... Oh wait, let me check this quick again. Not really over voice? Okay. Alright, so it looks like we won't be doing one over voice, it's alright. But, if he wants to do it over text, that's alright. He doesn't have to do it, but... Yeah, I want to make people... Let's see. If I can pull up my thing real quick, I might actually just do that. I'm like all over the place right now. But yeah, this has been a great third NASB Junior. And I have some cool, I have something cool to announce that I wasn't planning on announcing, so I don't have a trailer created or anything. But I have 25 people in here, and while we're waiting for him to answer these questions, I am planning on announcing this. Alright, hold on. Let me finish doing this thing real quick, though. I gotta, like, set up a webcam. This. I probably look awful. Okay. Is this like... Okay, here we go. It's gonna hit different. Okay, so hi, I'm Cherry. NASB All-Star is gonna hit different. Well, I hate that you came up with that literally today. So, I'm doing an invitational online event for all winners of every NASB Junior event that's ever happened. It will be sometime later this year. There isn't an exact date in it. It will be called Nick at Net because it is an online invitational, and the theme is Nick at Night. This event will be crowdfunded, and the goal is to have $500 at least in prize pool. There will be goals that you guys can hit, where if you donate certain amounts of money, there will be side brackets, there will be a sports mode bracket, there will be goals for if we can get $1,000, I will do it again next year. If we can get $1,200, I will then host similar events, but for the pro scene, and have a whole pro circuit online, as well as I will get a EU NASB Junior event going as well. I have a lot of plans for this stuff. I'm working on also getting a Matcherino sponsorship for this, so that hopefully in the future we can get like some nicer prize pools, both for the Arcadian as well as the Pro Series, if possible. I've been really sweating over this, and this whole like thing, this whole community event that we've done, unironically might have gotten me a job, like a full-time, like well-paying job, because of the skills that I have because of it, as well as some other things that are related. So while I'm here, thank you for participating and supporting it through many ways. But I don't want to jinx it yet. But yeah, that's pretty much the announcement. And there will be like a trailer in relation to NASB Junior 4 next month. So y'all can spread the word. Feel free to spread the word. But there will be a trailer sometime in the future related to Nick at Net. So there'll also be a Twitter account probably created today, because now I have to totally like do all this stuff that I've been meaning to do but just put it off because hey, it's a year in advance. But yeah, Nick at Net will be, it's for all winners, so for all brackets. There will either be separate brackets per like platform, like one for PlayStation, one for PC, one for Switch, and one for any other platforms. But if crossplay comes out by the time, if crossplay comes out by the time that I plan on hosting this event, we will have one unified crossplay style bracket if it is possible, you know. But yeah, that's my huge crazy announcement that I just felt like I wanted to get out before Hyper Crash gives their stuff. And it looks like he sent his his answers. So I'll put this on screen as well. It feels really good, they say. My heart is still racing over the last set. He got too impatient, he says. My questions were, how does it feel to be the winner of NASB Junior? It feels good for him. I asked, did you do anything to prepare for the event, specifically leading up to it? He's been grinding hard in the Grinders Discord, asking all sorts of advice. He didn't really plan on entering, but it just worked out schedule-wise. And I know the feeling. I swear, half the time I enter Thirsty Thursdays, literally it's because it just happened to work out the day of. So I can relate. My third question was, what helped you improve at NASB in general? And just same thing, grinding in the Discord, asking advice. And whenever he doesn't understand something going wrong, he asks a question. What events are next for you? He has no idea. A lot of online tournaments when he gets out of work, so it's hard to enter things. I do want to try and go to Frosty Frostings or Combo Breaker. That'd be sick, because I go to those. I'll probably be going to one of those next year, I think. And I do try to go to Frosty's Combo Breaker for Marvel. So they are a Marvel player. That's sick. Anyone you'd like to give a shout out to who may be watching? Shout out to the Lock Gang for hyping me up in multiple regards. Shout out the Lock Gang, hashtag Lock Gang hype. And then, there you go. So that is the interview with your PC champion. yeah, that's all I have planned for this evening. So, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for staying till the end. Everybody watching, and I hope, like, I'm sorry about some of the brackets. I am somebody that, like, when I run events, I want them to be, like, perfect, and it was slower on the, like, PC, or the PS4 Switch end, and, like, that's changing, I think, in the future, especially because I want to give the consoles I have at my disposal the spotlight as well, with a stream and VODs and stuff. I may change NASB Jr. to be a multi-day event, with consoles being their own day, like PS4 Switch, and then the next day or the day before being PC. It just depends on my schedule, like, in the future. But thank you so much again for watching and supporting and participating. But does anybody want to do a raid? Is there somebody, like, playing on Twitch that we would like to raid while everybody's still here? UPG isn't streaming? I know. That's how we always raid. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so glad that means a lot to me, because, like, I will say, while I still have you, before I decided to do a raid, the reason that I set this whole thing up was because I got really low with this game, like, in, like, January. I was like, I played in, like, Thirsties every week when I could. I was in college. I just had the time, and I went 0-2 every time. And I was like, I suck, and, like, I have such anxiety over, like, playing in like, matchmaking on the Discord, and, like, I got over it eventually, but, like, I just didn't want to. I'd rather play in bracket against people my skill, and I was like, well, why don't I just come up with, like, that, but for beginners? And I'm glad that people really appreciate it and, like, think it's a great thing, because I feel like there's a lot of people that wanted it. It's just nobody, like, had the means or the idea to do something like it. And I have a lot of ideas for events in the future. There may be side brackets that may or may not be streamed for NAS in the future, like sports mode, that will be open to anybody who wants to enter. There'll be, I don't know if I'll do it, but maybe doubles. Yeah, like, I plan on doing more side brackets. There won't be paid any, like, money in them, but doubles, like, is an idea. I really wish there was Squad Strike. I think Squad Strike could be sick. I think it'd be so cool. Yeah, if doubles is something we all want, then I'm down to do some doubles. I also really want to do, like, an items bracket for some reason. I'm evil, and I love the idea. My favorite item is the anchor. That shit's so stupid. But, I think it's so funny. Is anybody streaming? Wait, I was like, why does NAS have 24 viewers? I'm like, oh, it's because I'm streaming. I was like, wait, what the heck? I was confused for a minute there. But, I don't know. There's, like, nobody streaming NAS right now, so I might just call it. But at the same time, like, if you all have a friend or something, I'll wait for a minute if y'all have a name or something. I need water. Yeah, if nobody has a raid, then I'll probably send it. Alrighty. It looks like nobody's chiming up, so I'm gonna end it for real this time. Unless Onyx is typing in the Discord. I don't know if that's related, but maybe? I don't know. Peace? Alright, anyways, yeah. Anyways. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Love you. Thank you for participating, playing, watching, whatever. Nick at Night hype coming soon. Nick at Net hype coming soon.